Hey everyone, I'm back with a new video all about chocolate covered strawberries. I really hope that you enjoy this tasty treat. Let's get right into it. So obviously we need to start with some strawberries. I found a few of these large strawberries which look fantastic and I can't wait to cover them in some chocolate. Also, you will need some chocolate. I'm using these dark chocolate melting chips. You can use milk chocolate, white chocolate, you can use chocolate chips, you can use these melting chips. It's really up to you. You know what? Let's stop talking and just jump straight into things. So to our bowl, we're going to add 3 cups of cold water. After that, we're going to add 1 cup of white vinegar. So as you can see, I have my strawberries in this colander here, and I'll explain why we need a colander later. It just makes life a little easier. So dump those out on the table. I'm going to set this colander in the sink for later. So to begin, take your strawberry and dunk it in the water vinegar mixture. We're going to rub it around. You want to leave the leaves on as intact as possible because it looks cute. So just rub it around. Get both hands in there. Give it a bit of a scrub on the skin like so. And then take it out and put this in the colander that's sitting in the sink. Do the same with all of your strawberries. So as you can see, it's a good thing we washed our strawberries. Look at this water. It's tinted kind of a browny pink color. There's tons of little fibers as well as leaves in it. So remember, wash your strawberries. So as you can see, my strawberries are hanging out in a colander on the sink. Next, you want to rinse your strawberries under cold water for at least 30 seconds. A minute would be better. Just agitate them, rinse them around. This will reduce any extra dirt or pesticides that might be on it, as well as rinse off the vinegar that we just used to cleanse them. So let's go ahead and do that. So now that that is done, we are going to let our strawberries dry completely. I'm just placed them on a tea towel. I'm gonna let them dry and come to room temperature for about an hour. And halfway through, about a half an hour into drying, I'm gonna flip them and make sure that they're dry on all sides. If the strawberries are slightly wet or slightly cold and condensation happens, the chocolate is not going to stick. So we need to make sure these dry off entirely. I'll come back in a little while. To ensure that the strawberries are completely dry, what I'm going to do is wipe them down with a piece of paper towel just to catch any hidden moisture. Once that is done, I'm taking some toothpicks and inserting them into the top of the strawberries. This will give me something to hold on to when I'm dipping the strawberries in chocolate, as well as something for your guests or you to grab onto to take your snack. Now I have measured out about a cup to a cup and a half of chocolate and pulled out 2 heat-safe bowls. I've put the chocolate in the smaller of the 2 bowls and boiled my kettle so that I have some boiling hot water. In the bottom of the bigger bowl, what you want to do is pour in a small amount of water, place the smaller bowl with chocolate inside, and let it melt. You can stir occasionally, but try not to overwork your chocolate or else it'll come out chunky and thick and not nice and runny. Once my chocolate is fully melted, holding that toothpick, I'm taking my strawberry, dunking it in the chocolate, and swirling it around so that all the edges are covered. Though I do like to leave a little space at the top for that red flesh to poke out because it just looks super cute. Once you have done that, place them on a baking sheet lined with wax or parchment paper so that they can harden. I went ahead and popped mine in the fridge once they've hardened up a little bit. part is totally optional. But you can add a little bit of extra texture by melting some additional chocolate and dipping a knife into the chocolate and swirling it across, or just kind of brushing it over the top of the strawberries. This will leave a cute little drizzle on top to give a little extra texture. Let's go ahead and try one out. I'm going to take this little bitty guy. Oh, there's a little extra chocolate on it. I'm gonna try this little itty bitty one and give it a try and see how it tastes. Fantastic! Of course, make sure you avoid the toothpick, or at least let your guests know that there are toothpicks in them. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this recipe and you give it a try for your next function, or just because you're feeling fancy and you want a fun snack. Until next time, take care. Bye!